Hi everyone, and welcome to Gwyn Collects. Alright, hello everybody, Happy New Year! I thought I would post this video on January 1st to kind of ring in the new year with a December figure haul. So it's been a while, I feel like, since I did a good figure haul. Did I do a November one? Maybe I did do a November one, but anyway, I've been meaning to do my December figure haul. It's actually like the 29th, I think, today. I've just been taking this week off, taking it easy since Christmas, but I'm happy to be back making some more content for the new year. And what better way to start off the new year than with a haul video? So I've picked up a ton of figures throughout kind of end of November to now in December. A lot of my December pre-orders aren't here yet. Ami likes to take their time, and obviously with the holiday season being as it is, it's obviously going to be busy. But I got invoiced for so many figures in the last like 3 days. I think there was one night where I got invoiced for 5 figures at once on Ami, and I was just like, damn. But that also means I shipped my most expensive package of all time from Ami very recently, so I'm excited to do the unboxing of that package. It's a big boy. I think the DHL shipping, I went with EMS, but the DHL shipping was 24,000 yen for this figure, so I'm so excited for that unboxing. So that'll be happening within the next few weeks once I get that package, if Ami ever ships it. I know with holidays, maybe it won't be till end of January that I actually get the package, but I'm so excited. Yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's get into this month's haul video. Alright, so I wanted to start off this month's video with a bang and show you guys a figure that I kind of wanted to cancel, actually. I ordered this very, very beautiful Sleeping Beauty, or Another Princess Rose by Myethos. It's part of their fairy tale line of figures. I ordered this like a year and a half ago, or almost 2 years ago now, I think. And when I pre-ordered it, like, I really did love this figure. And I pre-ordered her for like such a good price on Amazon Japan. I think I paid 18,000 yen for her with shipping and tax included. So yeah, she was a very good price. But on Amazon Japan, you actually can't cancel orders after a certain date. Actually, I've heard mixed things. Apparently you can if they get delayed. I have not tried that yet, but that is one thing. But I couldn't cancel her, so I decided to go through with the order because I got her for such a good price. So I think a couple months ago when the yen was super low, I bought some Amazon Japan gift cards and paid her off. So when she came out in end of November, early December, she was already paid for. So it was just like a little gift to myself for this holiday season. And this figure is absolutely stunning. I'm really, really glad I didn't cancel her because I am so taken by her. She is absolutely beautiful. I've always loved this figure. The reason I wanted to cancel it is just because it's so big. I had no idea where to put it. But if you guys can't tell behind me, I have 4 D12s again. My other D12 is still in the corner. I actually got a 5th D12 here. So hooray, hooray. There is a 5th D12 in here. We have so much more space. As you can tell, my displays are a little bit more spaced out now. So yeah, really, really nice that I have a lot more display space to work with. But yeah, so I got more display space and I was like, you know what? Let's keep her around. So I'll show you guys where I'm displaying her in my upcoming collection video, which will either be out sometime this month, if I can get it done, or sometime next month. I have a big exam coming up in February at some point, so for university. So I need to start preparing for that. So this month might be a little bit rocky for uploads. We'll see. But a collection video does take a lot of time, so that's why I've just been putting it off. I've just been too busy. Grad school's no joke. But anyway, she is displayed over there with my records and stuff, and I think she looks so stunning. This figure is beautiful. Myethos just does it again. I actually have 2 Myethos figures in today's haul, and they are both absolutely stunning. So, as for the figure, I feel like I'm just blabbering on. As for the figure herself, she looks absolutely stunning. The detail on this figure is gorgeous. I know some people criticize Myethos for not doing much shading, but I think there's actually a ton of shading on this figure. It looks really, really nice. Her hair is beautiful. Her dress is, I think, the most beautiful part of this figure. I love the pearlescent paint and how they use different shades of gold and red to really highlight different parts of her dress. It just really looks like satin. It's really, really stunning. Her face is beautiful, and then obviously the basket itself is gorgeous. The vines are painted so beautifully, and her little bunny and squirrel friends are also so cute. So I'm super, super happy with this figure. I'm really, really glad that I wasn't able to cancel it. and I'm super happy she's in my collection, even if she is gigantic and I basically have nowhere to put her. Next up this month, I have some Persona figures for you all. So I actually picked up a few, and the main one that I am really excited to talk about is the Makoto. I know there's like a window block, like the reflection from the window, but she's right up there. I can't really hold her. She's very like delicate, and she creaks a lot when I like pick up the figure, so I'm like afraid to pick it up. But I also got a couple other Persona figures as well, so I thought I would just kind of speed run, talk about all the Persona figures that I have picked up since I started playing the game at the end of October. And yeah, so I started playing Persona. I've talked about this in my Persona unboxing that I posted a few weeks ago. I will link it up above. I started playing Persona and I fell in love with the game. I'm so obsessed with Persona. Like actually it's become like a sub-obsession within figure collecting for me. So now I definitely want to collect like at least one figure of like all of my favorite characters from the game. Potentially more than one figure of a lot of characters. Yeah, there's just so many nice Persona figures, and I just love the characters and everything in the game so much that I just need a full collection. I've already, now that I've got my 5th Detolf, I've already like set 2 shelves right here. They are prepared to be my Persona shrines, and I have 2 Persona figures on the way right now, and they are the Joker figure and the Akechi figure from Megahouse. If you watched my video, I unboxed Kasumi not too long ago, so I have Joker and Akechi also coming to complete that Persona 5 Royal set of figures from Megahouse. So I'm super excited about that. But anyway, as for the Persona figures I picked up, so I started playing the game. First characters I immediately fell in love with were the twins, Caroline and Justine. I had to pick them up. I knew I needed them in my collection, and there's one figure that exists of them that I got. It's right above me here. I'll put lots of B-roll as I talk about these. I picked them up from a very nice seller on my figure collection. Just by chance they were selling them. I couldn't find these figures anywhere else, and like since I bought them I haven't seen them anywhere else either. I had seen this figure before of the 2 twins. It's by Aquamarine. It's a 1/8 scale. I'd seen it before on the Ami pre-owned section and loved the figure. Like, I genuinely have wanted all of the Persona figures even before I started playing Persona. I mean, I bought the red Joker before I even started playing the game because I just loved the figure so much back in July of this year. So, like, I was already primed for this, and now that I know that I love the game too, like, it's all over. Like, I need to buy them all. But I really went all in on the figure collecting here for Persona. So I picked up the twins first from the very nice seller on my figure collection. Got them for a very fair price, I think. I don't know, there are some figures that are so hard to find that you like can't find a good basis for what they should cost. So huge thanks to the person that sold me them. I love them so much. The figure itself is super nice. They are pretty tiny, so just consider that. Like, I paid about 250 Canadian after like customs and everything, and like, are they really worth that? I don't know, but that's what I paid. They're pretty tiny, and their paint job is really nice. Like, Aquamarine does a nice job. They're my second Aquamarine figure, and Aquamarine did a really nice job. They're now out of business, which is another reason why I was willing to spend a little bit more for them, because I was like, well, like, they're never gonna get re-released because the company is like out of business, you know? So anyway, I picked them up. I love them. I think they are like a staple in my collection because I love their characters so much. They were like the first characters in the game where I was like, oh, I could make my whole personality out of liking these. So then, yeah, I picked up the Amakuni Makoto on Johanna figure. This is my favorite Persona 5 figure that's ever been made. Ever since the first time I saw this figure, I was like, I must have that in my collection. Like, it is a must-have. I picked her up from the Ami pre-owned section for 45,000 yen, and shipping was 8,000 yen DHL. I think EMS was 7,500 yen, so I went DHL and got her, and I'm obsessed with her. I think that the price I paid obviously was higher than her retail, which I think was about 28,000 yen. But honestly, to me, it was worth every penny. I'm so happy to have her in my collection. Like, I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much. I love her so much. So much. She's beautiful. So yeah, no regrets there. I think she's gorgeous. If you guys can't tell from the B-roll, like, there's literally, like, this is the perfect figure. I will say she is most definitely my second favorite figure in my collection now. Like, there's no competition. Obviously, Mugen is my favorite figure in my collection, and that will never change. But the Makoto figure is definitely my second favorite figure. Everything about her, from the pose, to the details on the bike, to the details on her suit, to just, obviously, I love Makoto. She's best girl from Persona 5 in my opinion. I love her so much. So yeah, it just, everything from the character to just how good this figure looks. And she has such an impact on the shelf. I'm just so obsessed with the figure. Like, I opened it and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, anyway, so obsessed with her. So glad she's in my collection. Very, very happy with that pickup this month. So then I also picked up 2 Persona figures from Hobby Bee. They kindly sponsored a video that I will link above. I already linked it earlier on in this video, but they kindly sponsored a video and I was able to pick up the Haru Amakuni figure, and I was able to pick up the Kasumi Megahouse figure. I'll put quick clips of them in here, but you can go watch that video to see my full reactions, full unboxing of those 2 figures, but I'm super, super happy with those 2. And then finally, for Persona figures that I picked up in the last 2 months, well, actually, I didn't pick this one up. It was a Christmas present. My boyfriend and I just did small Christmas gifts for each other this year, but he got me the Morgana Nendoroid. I love Morgana so much. Ryuji is best boy. I love Ryuji, I love Akechi, and I love Morgana. And so until we can get a Ryuji figure, I am so glad that at least I can have a Morgana in my collection. And I think the Nendoroid honestly looks like a scale. I have him posed with like the cigar, like in his like attack portrait. And he's just so cute. And I feel like scale-wise and look-wise, the Nendoroid just looks like a scale figure. So I'm really, really happy with him. So that was like such a nice gift. I'm so obsessed with him. I love him so much. So yeah, thanks to my wonderful boyfriend for getting Morgana for me for Christmas. Okay, so next up I have a figure that I have a real love-hate relationship with, okay? So this is the FNEX Holo figure, the Alsatian something version. I'm not 100% sure. As always, it'll be linked in the description. But this is a FNEX Holo figure that I've been waiting for absolute ages. I really, really wanted this figure. When I saw the prototype, she was an immediate pre-order for me. I had loved the artwork and bought some merch with the artwork that this figure is based on, like a long time ago. So when they announced that they were making a figure of it, I was like, immediate yes. Like, I have to have it. The prototype photos, I think her face looked a little bit off, but I find that for like every Furyu figure, every FNEX figure, the prototype photos always look weird, and then when the figure comes out, it looks amazing. So I put my trust in them, and she did in fact come out amazing. So where does the hate in this love-hate relationship come from? If you guys are looking at her right now, I hope you can all tell what I hate about this figure, what I think everybody hates about this figure, and that is the fugly orange base. What in the world were they thinking when they picked this base? They could have picked literally any other color and it would look better than this orange base. Like, why didn't they go with green? Or just red? Or white? Or black? Or literally anything other than this ugly, ugly orange color. I don't know what they were thinking, because it doesn't even match like the orange of her hair or outfit. And it's like a semi-translucent plastic. It just gives prize figure. In the worst way possible. Like, it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. That's all I can say. I am not impressed at all with the base on this figure. And it takes this from being probably like one of my favorite Holo figures ever to much lower down the list, because I just like that base is horrendous. The figure itself I think is absolutely gorgeous. As per usual with FNEX, I'm not disappointed at all. The shading on her is beautiful. The sculpt is great. Her face looks gorgeous. She just all around looks perfect. This is a great figure, minus the base. I would think, I even saw people on my figure collection like putting grass on the base, and it looks 1,000,000 times better. So I think if you want to modify the base, I would definitely recommend you do that. But all in all, even though I hate the base, I think the Holo figure herself is so good that I still recommend this figure. Like, the face is so freaking cute. I think they really nailed Holo's like light novel look with this figure, which I love. As much as I love the anime, her light novel look is so beautiful, and I feel like they really, really nailed the art style of that in this figure, which I love. And just like the shading on the dress is so well done. The shading on the tail is so well done. Just all of the decals are applied so cleanly. It's just a very, very, very high quality scale figure. So minus the base, I think this figure is absolutely stunning. And as always, I mean, I'm a Holo collector, so obviously I'm going to pick up all these Holo figures. I would definitely recommend her for all of your, oh my god, I can't speak. I would definitely recommend her to any big Holo fans, or anyone who just loves kind of this like German-ish style. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. It gives me like Oktoberfest vibes. So if you're into that look, I would definitely recommend this Holo. And if you just like Holo figures in general, again, definitely would recommend this Holo. I think she's about 18,000 yen. I got her off Tom using points, so I think I ended up paying about 150 Canadian dollars for her shipped. So like, it was a very good price. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with her for the price that I paid for her. But yeah, that base is tragic. I don't know why they decided to do this. It just puts a damper on an otherwise perfect figure. Okay, next up is a figure that is too high up. I put like a big shelf up. Again, you guys will see it in my collection video when that comes out, whenever it comes out. Excuse me. I put her up top and I cannot reach that shelf like whatsoever, and my brother stole my stool, so I am stoolless and I cannot reach the figure. But it is the Myethos Jinx figure. So this figure has been a hotly awaited figure, I think, for a lot of people. I posted an unboxing TikTok of her and it did really well. I think people were really, really excited to see how gorgeous this figure is. But yeah, Myethos knocked it out of the park. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Myethos knocked it out of the park with Jinx. I think she looks so freaking good. I pre-ordered her after I watched Arcane, like I'm sure a lot of people have. I don't play League of Legends myself, but I was so obsessed with Arcane at the beginning of 2021. I still think it's the best TV show I watched in all of 2021. So I knew I had to pick up the Jinx figure, even if it is based on her game design and not the TV show's design. I still thought the figure looked amazing. And I always trust that Myethos will deliver a beautiful product. So I put my faith in Myethos and I pre-ordered Jinx again on Tokyo Otaku Mode using some points that I had. I think I paid about 150 Canadian dollars for her as well. So for that, mind blown. I think that this Jinx figure is so stunning, so amazing, so beautiful. Myethos kills it once again. I'll never be disappointed with their figures, I don't think. This figure is huge. I found that a lot of my Myethos figures were smaller than I expected, but this one is gigantic. It's like way bigger than I thought it would be, much to my dismay because I have no room to display her. Hence why she's like way up top and not in a nice, beautiful detail shelf. But yeah, super obsessed with this figure. The details on her are just absolutely gorgeous. I love her tattoos. I love her braids. I think her braids were my favorite part of the figure, how they wrap around her gun and like go up high. And they're painted, they're blue, but they're painted with this like purpley pearlescent top coat. And it just looks amazing. It looks so good. In the way, like, you'll see it when I rotate the figure on the rotating base in the B-roll. She just looks so good. And then, to add like a cherry on top to the most perfect figure, the base lights up. They did not advertise that the base would light up. Like, I didn't know that the base would light up until I saw friends getting this figure on like Discord and stuff. And they were like, guys, it lights up. Like, you put batteries in it, it lights up. And it looks so good. Like, it's actually quite bright. Like, you could use this as like a lamp, I feel like. But yeah, it lights up. It looks amazing. It's just all around just such a killer figure. Myethos does it again. They do it every time. Like, I would never caution you against buying a Myethos figure. Like, trust in them. They will deliver a high quality, beautiful product. But yeah, super obsessed with this figure. I think some people had issues with her face, and I agree her face is kind of like meh. But I also think that, like, since I only watched the show and didn't play the game, I feel like the face is more true to her game face rather than the show. So, like, obviously I'm going to be biased and want, like, what Jinx looks like in the show because that's what I like. But I think the rest of the figure really makes up for the maybe subpar face, but I think the face still looks fine, honestly. So super, super, super happy with Jinx. I'm really glad I picked her up. And yeah, Myethos continues to impress. I picked up a lot of figures this month. Okay, couple more, and then we're done. So first up is one that I bought in the Tom Super Sale, which honestly I think was pretty disappointing this year. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you got any good deals in the Tom Super Sale this year. I didn't think there were that many good ones, but I did get this figure, and I do love her. So I picked up the Super Sonico Libra version. I am actually a Libra. My birthday is in October, so I thought like I should pick this figure up at some point. But her aftermarket was a little bit expensive, and I don't know. She was one of those ones where I always wanted to pick her up. I just like never got around to doing it, but like I always wanted her. I don't know if you guys have figures like that, but there's a few where I'm like continually like I want to pick them up, but I just like never get around to it. So I finally got around to picking this one up. I got her in the Tom sale for 100 or maybe like 200 CAD. No, like 170 Canadian dollars after shipping. And then I got a bunch of like money back in points because of the Tom Super Sale, which I then put towards some pre-orders that I made. But I am super, super glad I picked her up. They like randomly stocked her, and I was like, I'll take that. So yeah, this is a super, super cute Sonico. She's so lewd. Like, this is one of my lewdest figures. She's not a cast off, but like just the figure herself I feel like is so lewd. And this is Good Smile. Like, Good Smile, what? Like, Max Factory is also guilty of making like some super lewd figures that aren't cast off, but Good Smile Company doesn't make lewd figures like this that often. So when I saw this one, I was like, I can't believe that's Good Smile that made that. But it's such a cute Sonico. This is my second Sonico figure, my first being the beach bikini swimsuit one. But I'm super, super obsessed with this one. I do love Sonico's design, so being a Libra, loving Sonico, this was just a match made in heaven for me. Her outfit is super, super cute. I love the scales lifting up her boobs. Like, it's just such a goofy figure, but I think it's so adorable and hilarious. She does have two faceplates. One is like sad and one is happy, and I don't like the sad one at all. I love the happy one though, so I have her displayed with the happy one, and I will keep it that way because I do not like the other faceplate whatsoever. The chains on her are all like actually metal, which is like really nice. And just all the pieces that dangle off her are really, really cool. Putting her together was a bit of a pain, but definitely worth it for how gorgeous she is. I'm super, super pleased with this figure. And I would definitely recommend picking her up if you can, especially if you're a fellow Libra like me. One other thing I really, really love about this figure is her base. It's like a clear plastic kind of dome style base. It kind of looks like a night sky. They went with this like dark blue color, and I think it just really finishes the whole figure off nicely. Like, this base is what a base should be. Take notes, F next. This is what a nice base looks like. A nice, simple base. Like, this base couldn't have cost that much more to produce than Holo's, you know? You know? If they wanted to, they would. is my thought process here. But yeah, I hope I don't get demonetized for showing this figure, because she's like actually so lewd. Anyway, super, super love this Sonico. I'm gonna keep this video going because I got a couple more figures to show you all. Right, next up, I have a Nendoroid to show you all. So I picked up the Nendoroid Uzui Tengen. I haven't opened him yet. I genuinely do not like opening Nendoroids. Like, I don't. I proudly have no Nendoroids ordered for 2023. And I'm very happy about that. It takes a lot of self-restraint because there are some super, super cute Nendoroids out there, but I'm trying my best to cut down next year, especially on figures that I don't absolutely need in my collection. So yeah, I don't have any Nendoroids ordered for next year. I have Tengen here in this month's video, and then my Vanitas Nendoroid just shipped from Tokyo Otaku Mode, finally. So I'll have him soon, and then I will be done with ordering Nendoroids for the next while. But yeah, this Tengen Nendoroid looks really cute from what I can see in the box. I'll add some B-roll of him. I will be giving this one to my boyfriend to display at his place because I just don't have room to display any more Nendoroids. So I'll be giving this one to my boyfriend, but I really, really loved this Nendoroid. Just when I ordered it. I still love it. I think all of his poses are so nice. And honestly, I feel like Good Smile Company really does a nice job with their Demon Slayer Nendoroids. I currently own the, what is it, Rengoku and the Shinobu one, and the Shinobu one is probably one of my favorite Nendoroids of all time. I think she's so beautiful, and I just really love that Nendoroid so much. My boyfriend has Gyu, and Gyu also looks like just so good. He looks totally fantastic. So yeah, definitely really impressed with Good Smile's Demon Slayer Nendoroids. They actually come with a decent amount of accessories too, unlike a lot of the Nendoroids that are coming out recently. So definitely pleased with him. He looks really nice in the packaging, and I've seen pictures where he looks nice as well. So I'm excited. I'll put some b-roll of him in different poses, maybe like 1 or 2 different poses, because again, I hate opening and posing Nendoroids. So yeah, I'm happy I picked him up though. And he will be added to the Demon Slayer Nendoroid collection that my boyfriend and I have. Okay guys, I'm running low on time on my memory card, so we're gonna speed run this last little bit here. But I have I do have 3 figures I could show you. Okay, I'll speed run them. I'll show all 3. Okay. First up, oh no, this one is so delicate. First up, I have a Holy Grail figure that I picked up in November, and it is the 1/8 scale, I think it's 1/8, maybe it's 1/7, Taiga from Max Factory. This is a figure I've been on the lookout for a long time. I've wanted her for ages. She's a super old figure. This figure's from 2007, which I think you can tell a little bit that she's an older figure, but I think she looks really good for having come out in 2007. But this is a rare-ish figure, and it often goes for kind of absurd prices in my opinion. Like, she is teeny tiny. Do you guys see how small this figure is? She's like smaller than a Nendoroid, and I regularly have seen her go for like $250 on the aftermarket. Like, no, I'm not paying that for a figure this tiny, this old, that often has like scuffs, and like, she's not worth that. So I had just been kind of waiting on her. I've always wanted her. She's definitely a grail for me, but she's one of those grails where I was like, I won't pay any price for her. I'll wait until I find her for a good price. And I was browsing on Mandarake, and I saw they had her for 15,000 yen. And I decided that that was an acceptable price to pay for this figure. I'm really happy I picked her up though. Max Factory did an amazing job on her, especially being from 2007. Like, some of the figures I've seen from 2007 look garbage, but this one looks amazing. They did such a nice job. Like, she really holds up even against like my modern day figures. So I really love her. I wanted a Taiga in her original uniform, and this was just so cute with the little palm top tiger that you can put in her hands. And just her face is just perfectly Taiga. I love it. I feel like this is the quintessential Taiga figure, if you can find it. So I'm super happy that I was able to pick her up. She's super cute, and I just have her on my desk as my little desk buddy right now. Speaking of desk buddies, I also picked up this really cute Miku noodle stopper this month. I saw some pictures of this noodle stopper on the Broken Figures Discord, which is linked in the description down below if you'd like to join it. And I knew I had to have her after I saw the pictures, because I was like, oh my god, this prize figure looks adorable. So I went on Amazon Japan and I picked her up. You have to be careful shopping on Amazon Japan for prize figures, because they're usually sold by a third party and then shipped through Amazon Japan. But I was able to find her for 2,000 yen, I think. And then I just chucked her in. I bought an art book and stuff, so I just chucked her in that order with a couple other things that I was eyeing from Amazon Japan, and shipped her my way. And I checked the reviews for the shop I ordered her from, and they were really good, and I received a genuine product. So no bootlegs here. This Miku noodle stopper is so adorable. I have a weakness for ballerina figures, and I just love the face and the pose on this one. I just have her sitting on my desk. I've been sitting her like on top of my computer, and I think it looks really cute. So yeah, I'm super happy with her. She's a really nicely detailed prize figure in my opinion too. Like, she looks really nice. Her hair sculpt is really pretty. The paint job is nice. I love the pearlescent paint on her bodysuit and everything. Just really cleanly done. I'm really impressed with this noodle stopper. Finally, I'm gonna finish this video off with a bang with a figure that showed up just yesterday. via UPS, and that is the Kuromako binding figure. I didn't film the unboxing of this one. Usually I do film the unboxing of my binding figures, but I was way too eager to unbox her yesterday. So I just opened her up to enjoy it by myself. And I'm super obsessed with her. I think she's so cute. She turned out really, really nice. I wasn't sure. I saw some pictures of her on like Twitter and stuff of the released one, and I wasn't so sure. I wasn't sure what to think when I saw those pictures of her, but I'm interested to see what she looks like in the B-roll on this, because I feel like she photographs really, really awkwardly. It is kind of an awkward pose, so I'm interested to see how she films. I hope she comes across on film as cute as she does look in real life, but we shall see. But she's super, super cute. Like, just all the small details on her, even some that I'm just noticing now, like her nails are painted a really, really cute pink color. The shading on the purple parts of her outfit are adorable. Her face is so freaking cute. I love it so much. Oh, and I thought her bangs looked a bit awkward on Twitter, but on mine they look great. I'm wondering if maybe it's manufacturer defects, because some of the photos I saw, her bangs look so far away from her head, but mine are really nicely placed on her face and they look really good. So I don't know why some of the pictures looked kind of off. Her bunny suit is super cute. Getting the cups on her boobs was so hard, especially on this one, where her arm is like down. You have to like kind of like pop it in, like it wouldn't go in. And then I was like so worried about like paint transfer to her arm, because it's like a black cup on her like pale arm, but I managed to get it on. I don't think I'll ever take it off though. But yeah, you can't cast off her bottom here, just the top with the boobs. Yeah, that's just sometimes how binding does it. I have quite a few binding figures that you cannot see their coochie, so yeah, I'm not too bummed about that. But all in all, I think she's a super, super adorable binding figure, and I would definitely recommend picking her up if you can, and if you were thinking about it. I'll probably be one of the first videos out on this figure, so you can check the B-roll, see what you think if you were considering picking her up, because I would definitely recommend it. She doesn't photograph well, but when you see her in real life, she looks absolutely freaking adorable, so don't be scared off by the photos if you really like the design of this figure, because I think you'll love her when you see her in real life. Alright, I finished this video just in the nick of time because I'm gonna run out of space on my camera in about 3 minutes. So I'll do a quick outro. This video is probably long enough as it is anyway. So thank you all so much for watching my haul video. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all have a very, very wonderful 2023. A huge thanks to all of my patrons over on Patreon. You can sign up for my Patreon down in the description below to get one extra video per month, typically focused on lewd, not safe for work, you know, kind of figures. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. And a huge thanks to my Chica tier patrons over on Patreon: Zen Nezu, Merry Christmas, Melinda, Ari, CJ, JP, Luca, Gregory, Styrak, Retro Richie, and Leon Blade. All of your support means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. As always, I hope you guys all have a very, very, very wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!